I just launched a free training series to help you learn every day from billionaires. It's 30 days. It's called the Billionaire Mindset, and the link to join is in the description below. So to celebrate, please enjoy this video from Bill Gates from our vault.
You have for years, ever since you were a little boy, I hear, been called a nerd. Do you care? Does it hurt you?
Well, nerd means a lot of things. I'm somebody who can sit and read a book about science for hours on end, and I don't mind being labeled as somebody who finds that interesting.
There is hardly a day in which something is not written about Microsoft. It has become almost a frenzy. You're being called the evil empire. You forget being called a nerd. You are now being called arrogant, greedy, the devil. You've read all this stuff. I heard that this has been said. What do you say about all of this?
Well, it's a very competitive business. And
that's all?
Oh, no, absolutely. When you have the level of success that we've had, when you have a business that's important as this, with this many competitors, you're going to have people saying some nasty things. And so you have to learn a little bit not to take it too personally.
If you're doing something big, you're going to get haters. If you're doing something that nobody has done before, that is game-changing, that is breaking the status quo, you're going to have people who want to hold on to the past, want to hold on to their way of thinking. They don't want to see other people become successful, and so they're going to hate on you. The more you're off being bold and trying to do something different, creative, new, could be on a global level, or could just be doing something that's not normal in your family, right? Then you're going to have haters. You're going to have the people who are against it because they stand for the status quo. The more you stand for something big, you understand that you stand against something else. And the people who like that stuff, even if it's a negative way of life, they're going to fight for it, and they're going to see you as the enemy and attack you. What's the alternative? The alternative is to live such a small life, to never take any risks, to only do what everybody else tells you to do, to never have a life of your own so that you don't risk offending everybody. That's a pretty crappy life. And it's not that you're out there intentionally trying to hurt people. It's not saying, look at me and how great I am and you suck, right? It's not putting that kind of vibe out. But just by you being you and trying to do something big and bold is going to upset people, not because they actually hate you, it's because they hate something within themselves. I look at my message as believe, it's powerful, it's positive, it's uplifting. How do you hate on believe? How do you hate on somebody who's encouraging people to untap their potential, right? But people do. I think it takes some getting used to. And I think the more you are out there, the more content you're creating, the bigger your company grows, and the bigger that you get, and the more of an audience that you build up of customers or people following you, then the more you're going to be seen as a target for a certain select group of people. And I used to, in the early days of me having my YouTube channel, I used to take it personally. I used to be really upset when somebody left a negative comment. I used to only see that one negative comment and ignore the 99 positive ones. I used to try to fight with that person and explain myself, or try to change them and try to bring them around. And in that process, sometimes it worked. Sometimes I was able to explain my perspective and bring them around to my point of view, or at least get some kind of common ground. And sometimes it didn't. Sometimes I couldn't change them. The thing is, it just takes so much time and effort. Like, is it worth spending all that time on that one person that you're trying to make a positive impact with and maybe shift them a little bit, versus investing that time into the 99 other people who love you, who care about you, who are really consuming that you can go a lot further with? And it sounds crass, and it sounds really terrible to say don't spend time on those people, ignore them. But the fact is, they steal so much of your energy, and it's always an opportunity cost. Like, that time spent, if I can help 20 people achieve amazing results, or try to help one person achieve subpar results that's just a little bit better than what they were getting before, what's the best use of my time? And so that was one thing that really helped me shift away from trying to fight with them, from trying to change them, and just leave them there, leave those comments up. But it still hurt, right? Like, it still hurt. Like, it stings, that comment. The thing that really shifted it forward for me, of not caring, of putting things in perspective, was me trying to put myself in their shoes. Imagine somebody who's gets off by going to a YouTube channel, or going to a customer site, or going to an e-commerce site, or whatever it is, and leaving a negative comment, leaving like a hateful negative comment. Not a constructive criticism, not a, Evan, your hoodie is off today, get the lint roller or something, right? Like, constructive criticism, just nasty hate stuff. What would motivate somebody to do that? Like, imagine that this is how they get off. This is how they are happy. Like, how crappy a life do you have to have that this is the thing that makes you come alive and feel happy? And just by shifting that perspective, now when I see a negative comment like that, it honestly just makes me feel sorry for that person. That this is the only way they get attention. This is the best part of their day. This is the highlight, is being able to come and leave hate comments. Their entire life must really suck. And that shift allows me not to care. Because it's easy to say, well, don't care, don't pay attention to the haters. And it doesn't mean you have to engage with them, but it can still hurt, that comment. Now I try to look at, well, who is this person who's leaving hate on me? And if I'm feeling sorry for them, it's hard to still feel the sting when you feel sorry for somebody. If there's somebody that you feel sorry for says something negative, at least for me, it's hard for me to actually digest it, to feel like it's anywhere remotely true, because I look at their life and say, this person has a really crappy life and I don't want anything to do with them. I don't want to be around them if they're going to be spewing that kind of hate. And so I found that really helps. And so for those of you who might be afraid of doing something big because you're afraid of haters, you're afraid of negativity, you're afraid of controversy, you're afraid of ruffling a few feathers, understand that you serve nobody by playing small. And you can't let a vocal few minority people prevent you from going off and doing something great. And when you do see those negative reviews, you do see that personal hatred or criticism, just try to put yourself in their shoes. Ask yourself, what kind of life does this person have that this is their highlight, to come and criticize me? And if you feel sorry for them, at least for me, it takes the sting out of the comment. So the question today, I'm going to make it a challenge of the day. The challenge of the day today, we're switching things up. The challenge of the day, you know how much a positive comment can mean to people. I know when I first started my channel, seeing every positive comment, one comment on a video just made my day. Like, wow, somebody's paying attention. I want to challenge you to find a YouTube creator or somebody on social media, somebody who you've been following, you get some value from, who doesn't get a lot of engagement, who doesn't get a lot of comments, and just say thank you. Just let them know that their content, what they're doing, their mission is inspiring to you and is helping you. Just give them that little comment, because it helped me so much in my business. And it still does. I love you guys. I love seeing all the comments come in. But for the person who gets almost nothing, that one comment makes a difference. And so I want you to be that person for somebody else. That's my challenge of the day today. We're gonna combat the negativity. And in the comments here, I want you to share who that person is that you're gonna leave a comment for, and maybe give them a little bit more exposure as well. By you're committing to it, you're gonna write it down, and then everybody else watching can maybe go follow that person or spread some love as well. So we're putting out the positive vibes instead of the negative ones. So leave that down below and then go make the comment on that person's channel. I also want to give a quick shout out to Guillermo Malpartida. Thank you so much for picking up a copy of my book, Your One Word. It really, really, really means a lot to me, and I hope you enjoyed the read. So thank you guys again for watching. I believe in you, and I hope you continue to believe in yourself in whatever your one word is. I'll see you again tomorrow morning for another shot of Entspresso.
You got to get some haters. You need haters. No school is going to teach you how to get a hater. Okay? High school, elementary school, colleges, what do they teach? You want to be the most popular person. No, you want haters. Okay? The companies that are hated are the companies that are exploding. The people that are hated are the people that explode. If I don't hate you, if nobody hates you, nobody knows you. So the reason I'll tweet, for instance, when we started, we had this that newsletter that I sent out, okay? We sent it out every week. We were hitting people once a month, and we started getting complaints. You send stuff out too much. My office came to me. We went to twice a month. They came to me. We have more people pulling off of the newsletter. Good. Double up again. Why? I want haters. Okay? So we started sending out one every week, and then I started a Twitter account. I actually had people write, Grant Cardone, social media people, Grant Cardone is an example of what not to do with social media. I said, freaking, just multiply. Just increase it, okay? We were doing like 4 tweets a day. Good, do 2 an hour. Why? Because I want my competition hating my guts. I want them talking about me. I mean, I don't really want people to hate me. You understand what I'm saying about? I want them so so energized that they actually start pushing me. They start promoting me.
You did a routine recently about how women like it rough, and then, of course, the internet police got all over you.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, I didn't notice if that happened because I don't pay attention to it. I don't read
Oh, it
comments.
happened. Yeah, they hated you.
Yeah, but who did?
The haters.
This is my thing. Who? Like
The
20
haters.
people? Like 20 people with a hashtag can get like a news story going now. And I just don't think, there's no problem. Like the amount of times somebody tells a joke and they'll say that there's a controversy at a comedy club. That's funny is they'll show the clip on the news and like you hear the crowd laughing. So the comic is basically guilty of telling a joke that worked.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then if you put it on the news, yeah, it's going to be a completely different context. But I mean, I don't go on stage and worry about what people are thinking. I mean, if you can choose to take a comedian seriously, but that doesn't mean that I now meant the joke. And you can start saying that there's statements, you know?
The last thing I need to do is go, forum rolling and checking out what people are talking about me, and like, I don't care, I don't care, and I'm, a part of me wants to like ask them, like, what's wrong, man? Like, why are you, like, why should I not be allowed to do this? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not, killing babies or, I'm not doing anything bad. Like, you don't have to like my music, but do you have to? But then the other side of me is like, it's a waste of time. But I mean, you get angry sometimes, but then that kind of washes away, and then you just go, man, that sucks. I'm more interested, like, when I read things in message boards and reviews, like, I want to hear I want to find out new cool things. I want to hear the new great song. I don't want to hear someone trash talking on someone else. That's not discovering it. That's dictation. You know what I mean? I'm not you're telling me to think a certain way, whereas like something more open-minded, like it's going to make me want to grow.
If you want to get the billionaire mindset, you can join my free training where every day for the next 30 days, I will send you an amazing video so you can start hanging out with billionaires. The link to sign up is right there next to me. Go click it. It's amazing. I'll see you there.